Good morning, and welcome to your weekly message from First Congregational Church, Milford, New Hampshire. I'm your pastor, Al Hoyt. Today is Thursday, January 6th, 2022. Isn't that amazing? Today is the day of Epiphany. More about that later. Last night, visiting hours at Smith and Heald for Woody Spalding were held. Verna and I attended. Many of you I know attended. Today at 11 o'clock here at the church will be the memorial service for Kenneth Woody Spalding. Hope many of you can make it. If you can't make it, or if you're not comfortable being in the sanctuary with people, we are live streaming the service, and we will be sending out the link. You'll probably get the link for that service just a few minutes after you get the link for this message. So this Sunday will be the service celebrating the baptism of Christ. More about that later. At 9 a.m., of course, is our regular Bible study. At 12:30, the Board of Missions and Outreach will be having a hybrid meeting. If you're on that board, look for the link. It will probably come out right after worship. On Monday, January 10th, if you're one of those that goes to Cindy's Bible study, please note that the Bible study this week will be Monday, January 10th at the Parish House. On Wednesday, January 12th, the church office, or Carol, will be out of the office all day. I'll be here, but I'll be in and out. On Thursday, January 13th, is choir rehearsal. On Saturday, January 15th, your greeting articles are due. So if you're one of those that owes a report for the annual report and a greeting article, you ought to get going now, because your annual report articles are due now. Actually, they were due yesterday. So if you haven't gotten into Carol yet, please do so as soon as possible. And then next Sunday at 9 a.m. is the Bible study, and worship is followed. Now, the numbers in New Hampshire are still not good. So we're still asking everyone to please wear a mask in worship, and please do not congregate in the narthex. So this Sunday, we'll be celebrating the baptism of Jesus. And it's an exciting thing to think about. And one of the things that I will be talking about is what our baptismal vows mean to us. Now, in our tradition, usually we're baptized as infants, and our parents or our caregivers make certain promises at the time we're baptized, which we then confirm when we're in the 8th or 9th grade in the rite of confirmation. So when we think about our baptismal vows, it's the same as the vows we agreed to when we were confirmed. And we're going to talk about that quite a bit on Sunday, and I hope that you'll spend some time thinking about what the baptismal vows mean to you, what being baptized means to you. Of course, today is Epiphany, the day that, according to Christian tradition, the wise men, the Magi, arrived at the manger and worshipped the baby Christ. All right, offered their gifts and all of that. That is the tradition of Epiphany. And we talked about that last week. But one of the things that Epiphany often means in Christian circles is that it's time to shut off the Christmas lights and put away all the decorations. Now, I don't know about you, but I will unplug the Christmas lights when I get home today, but we probably won't put them away until the weekend at the very least. So there's a lot, as I said, there's a lot going on. Things are starting to calm down. The Advent time has gone past, and we're already looking forward to Lent. So it's another thing to be thinking about. Carol and I will be looking for a Lenten devotional to decide what we're going to be choosing for Lenten devotional. I met with the deacons last night, and we discussed it a little bit. But things are going forward in the church. One of the things you need to know is that the live streaming will continue. The trustees have begun work on permanently mounting cameras and the editing equipment that we need in the sanctuary in a way that's not quite as obtrusive as we're used to. The video cameras and the switching equipment that we need will be combined with the sound system in the balcony, where it's kind of out of the way and you're not looking at tripods and microphone stands and all of that. And the plan that the trustees have is excellent. Scott Whittier and I have been actively involved in it from the beginning. Whether you realize it or not, I had a background in video production when I was in a previous life. I produced videos, and I was actually chairman of the board of directors of the local access cable system in Plymouth, Massachusetts, which is a very big studio system. And actually, Chris Gentry, who is the Granite Town media coordinator, worked with a lot of the same people that I worked with in Plymouth, so we have that commonality. But it's going to be really much, much nicer once the system is in and working, because then you won't have all those visual distractions of tripods and stands and all of those things, which you can't see on television or on your computer. But if you're in the sanctuary, you see all of these things that are kind of a distraction. So we're looking forward to having those out of the way and much easier. If you are interested in learning how to operate the camera system and the switching system, once the system is installed, we are going to be looking for a few volunteers that are willing to learn how to operate it, so that Scott can continue to sing in the choir and doesn't have to run up and downstairs from the balcony to the choir loft. So there's a lot going on. A lot of it's very exciting, and I hope that you'll be looking forward to seeing it as much as we are. Please join me in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. So as I said, there's a lot going on. If you're one of those that needs to write a report for the annual meeting, it was due yesterday. So let's get those into Carol as quick as we possibly can. It really makes her work much, much harder if she has to wait on reports. And with that, please stay safe. After yesterday's ice storm, it was a very interesting morning. Stay safe. Take good care of yourself. Take good care of each other. And until I see you again, God bless.